Go up, trying to use the utility, try to make sure that they can stay alive here on the edge of the circle, northwestern side. More teams are going to be moving in. 4 rivals on screen currently coming out of Malaysia. They're going to be jumping into the shack. They are in a pretty damn fine spot, quite in the center right now, so they could play that slowly. Now Soul, some shots towards TJB, Stalwart too. Oh,
Team
TJB,
Soul.
my. That is so well played here by Team Soul, 7.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing from Team Soul. I mean, I talked about it earlier. This is a team that's taking the aggression. It doesn't matter. I finally feel like they're starting to get more confident with themselves, and this is what I was talking with earlier. This is a team that some of the
everywhere it's just flowing around with numbers. So we just like, oh, we're just coming here to cast the game, see what's happening in the action. But they're just focusing on every single numbers and digits here to see who's going to be the top 5, who's going to win, who's going to get all the MVP rewards as well.
All and right, look Goblin. At this. This is Goblin being the sneaky fella that he is, as some of his teammates do. 3 of the teammates from Team Soul do end up pushing forward. Is going to come down to who's going to get the first knock. Hector, they know exactly where some of these players are going to be at. Hector getting that grenade ready. Who's going to be able to throw the first nade out? Ooh, Hector not being able to get it. And guess what, Skirp from TJB being able to get the first knock.
I love what I'm seeing from them already. Utility being put out here in the tower of the church, close to Chimasera. It's a really high priority situation for these guys right now. It is dead center in this next circle here. Hector pushing in with the UMP. Little 1 helmet, little 1 vest. But he's going to try to get the rest off on Omega. Kist, Tingsker, they are close to each other, trying to defend this. Utility could be thrown.
And they are going to make that push forward.
They are pushing it aggressively. Tingsker goes down.
Team Soul being able to trade at least 1 out there. Now, this is the time where the other players from Team Soul need to be able to push that. You can see Asha trying to actually do that, but he needs to be careful with Lin because he's now being able to hold that angle.
Yeah, exactly. Lin is holding that defensive angle, so Soul cannot push straight into the tower. And they're going to get the rest off. Omega's going to bleed out, and that's a huge advantage to TJB in this situation here. They are going to be keeping all members alive of the team, and Team Soul is going to go down to 2. Tingsker goes down. That's a huge one for them, though. Goblin comes in. Oh my god, this is a huge turnout for Soul. Goblin playing extremely well. Can they get Lin down too? Multiple shots coming in. He's actually getting so low. Kist pushing out too. Goblin is going to be able to return it too. Lin goes 1 more down. And it's actually Soul that's going to be inning out, going down.
I believe in RSG is eliminated. Team Soul Hector and Action actually being able to get some knocks and some elims there. At least 1 point for their team.
Yeah, it's really important for Stalwart to keep on and maintain.
August 13, I'll tell you in a bit, because guess what? And I think at that point, he's going to decide to slow it down. And I was talking about Team Soul being able to third party. Well, guess what? Team Soul is going to do just that, and they're going to eliminate. I think he's the one that's currently doing the heal off for Team Soul, and he needs to be careful because Choco knows exactly where he's at. Choco's not going to be able to heal himself up. But I think Ashat is able to get the knock there on Team... Oh, he got the knock on Choco, and that's going to be
fun here for the 3rd game of the day here at PMWI in Riyadh.
That is going to be a big one for them because, I mean, Star Wars Esports already has some points, and you can see, Goblin gets eliminated there from Box Gaming.
Exactly what Indonesia can do. But it's USG who made a surprisingly early rotate, but goodness me, the Wildcats once again harassed by TJB.
They will not let this one lie. TJB don't lose a knock either, but Soul are on the case for a little bit of an answer now. It is traded off. Tingsker will be able to get that answer out in the open, though. TJB have their player knocked. Lin needs a little bit of a rescue mission to be enacted here. Boran could prove to be a thorn in the side, but Hector gets across towards Lin's position. GK first, I don't think they're going to be able to... Hang on a minute. They did. They managed to land the shot. They managed to stop this push, and now it's all on Omega to push in and get this result to Hector. Not only that, there's another player there as well. TJB have rallied around Lin's down position. GK first will scout this out, and in they go. The duo from the back will swing around the side. GK first taken low, taken out as well. A spray over towards Akshat from Shao behind the rock, and GK first will crawl to safety.
Quick smoke coming through from Xiao. Very, very concerned with his teammate's safety here. Akshat off in the distance. Did get that nice off angle, but now he has to leave. And like you said, they rallied together so very well in that play. TJB able to hold strong for just a little bit longer. They have caused a lot of problems so far, taking shots at a lot of different teams. Still only 3 eliminations, but mark that up to 5.
Good news for the top of the table race right now. If you're a Falcons fan here in Saudi Arabia, Action getting taken very, very low, but does get away with it in the meantime.
Information. Now, heading right into it, Seoul already losing 1 player right off the bat. It's Box Gaming here in Picardo, and these 2 teams are at it again. They just will not let up. Bensu hits the floor. Goblin also will take a tumble. It's back and forth here, John.
1 for 1 right now, but another knock found swiftly over onto Hector. It's looking Box right now. Team Seoul with 2 players, both close to each other, but their teammates are getting flushed out. Not so for the Box Gaming squad. Actually, are going to get these reses for Box as well.
So 2v2, unfortunately, the 2 players from Seoul have been knocked and also eliminated. So no chance of getting those 2 guys back up again, but Box will be able to get up to a full squad. Nice little split from these 2 teams to make this one happen. Vampire Esports over towards Minas Generales at the moment, just to the north of Morph. Morph with kind of a chance, I'll say kind of a chance of making into that top 5. It is Omega who's trying to do the do-si-do with these 2 players. Can't quite make it happen.
Giving them the fancy feet, finds 1, gets the reload, but goes to the weapon. Goodness swap in a second, it's Omega for Team Seoul, finds 2 on Box, and Akshat now with a chance to get some healing done as well. They are going to try and take the fight to Box and Trisme.
I take it back with a pirouette and a waltz there. It will be a quick comeback from Team Seoul there. Beautiful stuff. And this will see them up to a 2v2 in a scenario that we did not expect to happen. Now Trisme nade in hand.
This full push just yet.
I don't need to go for it. They are all the way on this southwest edge. Sung does get knocked by Team Seoul, or at least the remnants of them, over towards Picardo. Looks like Akshat does have Vivo keyed. Not even able to put a dent into them. Stalwart is holding it down up towards. How long can they live here? 15 teams alive at 20 minutes. It's only going to get harder for a lot of these teams.
At the start of the game, they had 21-point buffer to play with, right, Blank? So Vampire Esports, they need consistency right now. 10 points a game should be enough to see them through, barring Team Falcons popping off, barring Stalwart having absolutely stonker of a game. You back-to-back, you have Morph to worry about in the same time as well. They could prove to be useful, but Donuts, USG, no, sorry, Team Seoul have rocked up on the back as well. Goodness me, everybody's moving along the south coast, and Stalwart will take heavy fire. Pika trying to suppress this line as Top takes a tumble.
This is not good right now. Stalwart down to 3 players. They were taking this game very, very fast at the moment, trying to be swift with it because they know they need those eliminations, but it's Seoul who comes in right at a very crucial moment for STE. You can see Vampire Esports just behind them right now. Everyone on this coastal line.
Team Seoul spraying down the back again. Box. They have just had such a terrible time on this rotation. I think about 4 teams have been shooting at them. And they are just not going to survive this one out. It's an unfortunate end to their last game, although they're not completely out just now. 10th place at the start of this game. They will be struggling to get much more done with just, I believe, Break left for the squad. Yeah, there he is. You can see full HP. Goblin has been spotted. Action. Contending for that MVP spot as well. You've got to remember, there's a bit of money on the line here as well for Action alone. So even if Stalwart don't have the best of performances, if Action can get a couple of limbs on, if he can get a lot of damage in, would be good.
Cheeky peek coming through.
Though going to do plenty more for Rivals. Left down to 1, the push comes through, they'll spot it out in the open. End of their story, but it is now back-to-back, and Seoul going head-to-head. The team from India, 4 players alive with a heavy